I want to talk about what has happened to me. And I feel like that I'm being directed by the Lord, by the angels to do this video. I have I have been the only one in my family to take care of my mother, and it's cost me everything to do it. And I have given to the people of Elk City so much. I have fed their children, I have clothed their loved ones, their children, their loved ones, helped them with their businesses. If you go through the videos, if you know me, you know all what I've done for Elk City, people around here, and people all over the world. I have reunited families, so many families. I think John Edwards could be about my equal when it comes to that part, when it comes to that gift and that ability. It feels real good when you can get a child that's been abducted through, okay, God, I don't know where that child is, but I know that you guys know. I know that y'all know, so show me. And the pictures come in, and I can give that information out and get them right to where that child and the abductor is, or where their remains are. Save businesses. I've had people come get me to come help a loved one. And they're dying. Or bring them to me. I have given to this police department. I got them out of a $2 poncho. That's their all-weather gear too. OSHA certified long coat, all-weather gear. All that. That's all I ever done. I'm a healer. I'm very compassionate. I'm very kind-hearted. I'm very loving. I've never done drugs. I'm allergic to alcohol. Thank God I'm not allergic to pool playing. But I can't do that anymore because I had this broken arm, dislocated elbow, and I can't get the doctors to treat me right. I can't. A lot of them are very angry at me because of the healing that I've done, that I've used my medical knowledge, and I've told people I'm there with those other doctors. You're really good doctors are generally the ones that are in the poorhouse because they're ones giving the right medicine, telling you the truth. Crohn's disease, irritable bowel disease, syndrome, colitis, all that stuff. Is that right? Quinine, tetraquinine, and you won't have those severe pain, all those maladies, and they won't be taking your loved one, you or your loved one, in and cutting your guts out, opening you up. When you give that kind of information out, when you sit there and save people's lives, there are those in the medical field, and they're, yeah, when Satanism became acknowledged as a religion. Well, now you can't keep Satan out of medicine. Can't keep Satan out anywhere, can you? But I want to tell you about what just happened here now. My truck. My truck that my mother bought me. She was almost killed March 1999. A gate left open on the corral. A horse stood in the middle of the lane that she was traveling when she come up out of this dip, topped it. On her way to work, it was nighttime, she slammed into that horse. And the U-Haul slammed into her right after a few minutes, about 2-3 minutes later. She was disabled for the rest of her life. She didn't get that much money. And I had seen this truck. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. It was one of the most beautiful trucks I think I'd ever seen. And this guy had it at a dealership just about 4 blocks up. And I wanted to show my mom it because I know she would really love seeing it too. And about 3 days later, my mom goes, she had her accident in '99. I lived with her, took care of her. And in January 2000, a few days later, my mom goes, "Let's go for a ride. I feel like going for a ride. Let's go for a ride." "Okay, Mom. I want to drive." "Okay, Mom." She pulls up to this, goes into that dealership. And I kind of look at her, and she goes, "Come here, I want to show there's something I want you to see." And we get out, and all of a sudden, the truck comes pulling up. And the owner's son gets out, and he hands me the keys. He hands me the keys to this truck. And I looked at her. I said, "Mom, you can't afford this. You can't work. It's an $11,000 truck. You can't afford it, Mom. You can't afford this. It'll leave you with practically nothing." And she said, "It don't matter. I know I'm going to be okay. I want to do this for you." You see, at that time was when I was finally really recovering from the surgery that took my life at one point, and then I had to start from beginning, and I worked so hard, went through so much. She said, "I want to give this to you." I never had anything like that done. Nobody's ever done anything like that for me. Everybody always thinks that I can just pull rabbits out of a hat all the time. Nobody's thought about what I need, what I want, what I would like to have. What can they do for me? I don't have that. But you're a strong person. When you're a very, very strong person, everybody thinks that you can hold them up. Everything else too. If I have the ability to heal, I had people tell me that, "Well, you got ability to heal. You can sit there and find people that have been taken away or reunite families. You can get this. You use your ability to do that." God dang, the stupidity. God, the stupidity. Stupidity. It's just like, well, then let me tell you what happened. I have the state show up at my apartment. It's Cimarron Apartments in Elk City. I'm not going to go into what they talked about. When you got the state coming in there, I want you to help them. Okay. And so, kids being pedophiled. Kids being pedophiled. They're doing terrible, terrible things to these kids. Terrible, terrible things. Making them live in, oh, God dang, God dang, God dang, God dang. Making them live in the most horrid conditions. This is a horrible, just horrible condition what they are doing to those kids. And I can't turn my back. I can't turn my back. I got God watching me. I got the angels watching me. I've been up there with them. I know their laws, and I know what it means. And I knew if I turned my back, they put those kids' blood on my hands. They would dirty my hands. And I got a lifetime that I have kept people from doing that. And I wasn't about to let these people do it to me. And surely with all the churches in this town, surely there are Christian, God-fearing people who love their Lord, who pray to their Jesus every time, every day. Teach your kids to pray to Jesus. Pray to God and the angels. Live a holy life. Do what is right. Abide by God's laws, because God's laws is above man's laws. And surely if you sit there and see somebody who is doing something wrong, especially to children, because of what you do to the least of these, you do unto me. And if you see this sin that's being done and you don't do anything about it, then you have committed that sin too. They weren't going to put pedophilia blood on my hands. And I couldn't stand to see these kids being tormented the way they were being tormented. Living, I tell you, it looked like they take these kids to the city dump and tell them to go dig up. Go dig it up. Clothes, mattresses. If you get out of line, we buy your weekly allotment of food. That's 5 cans of Vienna sausages and 7 cans of pork and beans, and I've seen them keep them on there over a month. You want to learn how to read and write and do math? You too ignorant. Or they don't want them to learn that, because then they would be able to take care of their money, handle their money, know where their money's going to. That was in 2002. All of a sudden, the lines on that truck getting punctured. I have accounts getting access to, money taken out of it. I got to pay cutoff fees, late fees, turn-on fees, didn't pay the bill. They're messing with my checks. They ran me off into a dry riverbed. That finally did it, December 2002. And they didn't stop beating on me. That truck's been sitting since 2002. because I never had the money to fix it, because everything that they were doing to me, killing my pets, hanging my pets, poisoning my pets, cutting my pets up, hanging on to for a week, when their infections, their cuts got so putrid and rank, then they put them on my doorstep. They tried to kill my mother, loosen the lug nuts on her car more than once. And yet, all this stuff never stopped. Never ever stopped. It has never stopped. Never stopped. All these years it has never stopped. Yet they come to me. Oh, this brand new hospital, not even 2 years, brand new $4 million medical center. And in 2 years, the doors open up. We're losing every lawsuit. Every lawsuit. We can't figure out how it's being done. We can't figure out how it's being done. It's fixing Great Plains Regional Hospital. It's fixing to lose that name. It's fixing to be taken over. But this CEO, Don Eichmann, knows my background. My doctorate was in radiology and gastroenterology. I didn't let that be known. I didn't, especially didn't let it be known that I was a year away from getting my criminal law degree when I went into medicine. I didn't let people know these kind of things. I'm a very private person. Kind of pretty cool the things you can find out. You find out about people when they think that you're too stupid to know a darn thing. They just about killed my mom. You guys can go on the Facebook when you read about it. They stopped supplies and everything in Clinton, Oklahoma, which is 20 miles due east of us on I-40. Her oxygen machine, she had a severe bladder infection, urinary system had gone. She became septic, brain, lungs, heart, pancreas, bones, joints. Everything was shutting down. I had to buy her an oxygen machine, even though that Medicare and my doctor had everything approved. They wouldn't let us have it. The nurse comes in every week. Angel's Home Nursing comes in every week. Stand over my mother like they're standing over somebody in a nursing home. Telling us our doctor isn't cooperating. We find out, so as our doctor find out that how the lies Angel Home Nursing did. I finally get her brother come get her out of here. They're killing her. They're killing her. And she's out of her mind. She's in a very severe altered mental state. My mother, I seen those eyes when they made her become septic once before. She was throwing up. I was begging him, come get her. Come get her. Please come get her. I'm losing her. They're sitting there taking my mother away from me, and they're happy, they're smiling, they're laughing, they're having a good time. They know they're killing her. That's what they like doing. They want you to watch while they torture your loved ones. They love doing that. They'll teach you. Oh, I see. I saved your hospital. I helped the police department not have a $2 poncho that you get at Walmart. I got them in OSHA certified all-weather rain gear. All these years that all they ever got was a $2 poncho. All those years, up to 2013, they were issued a $2 poncho. And they come to me, help us, Castor. Help my little one. Help my this one. Help my that one. Help us, help us. Oh, we've lost everything in a fire. We don't have nothing. I don't have nothing for my kids. And this person doesn't have this. That person doesn't have that. Well, Tyler, I think that the people in the nursing home will keep up with their eyeglasses. If they just had eyeglass cases. Okay, God, they need eyeglass cases. Where can we get eyeglass cases? Well, he tells me, wait till nighttime, go up here behind one of the optometrists. Look in the dumpster right behind them. All right, I did that. Here's this huge box. It's completely full of eyeglass cases. Every kind, especially the kind that clips on in the pocket. Guys love those. Every kind. Put them in there. I got a guy all of a sudden, he comes up, he starts harassing me, threatening me, everything. I go in the next morning. Hey, Monty, think this is enough to cover everybody? Her eyes real big, mouth dropped open. There's enough in there to everybody have two of them. Okay, here you go. That's the way it goes. That's the way it went. I was constantly having people calling me, contacting me, coming to me, coming across my pathway. And there was a guy in 1999. He was my next door neighbor. He was a dirt track racer. I was up here at Domino's, filling up my gas. Summertime. All of a sudden, this racetrack team pulls up on the other side of the pumps. Wow, that's pulling their car. That's a nice outfit. Wow. Yeah, boy, they're into racing, all right. That's a nice outfit there. All of a sudden, they start talking to me, which is not unusual because a lot of people do that with me, and I know that. I'm a friendly type of person. I am approachable. And they start telling me about how this one person is winning all the races, constantly winning all the races. They're going to kill him. They have it all planned out. They're going to kill him. Now, you might think that this is unusual. It might be in your life, but it doesn't tend to be in my life. This is what God does to me. This is what God, Christ, the angels, all whoever you want to call them, this is what they do to me. They put me in these places because they know that I can reason with them. And I told them, I said, there are better ways to handle it than that. You kill him, and this town, your kids, your loved ones ain't going to have a chance here. They don't have a chance. They'll make them pay. And they'll make them pay and make them pay and make them pay. They'll never stop making them pay. They don't have anything. And so they won't, you guys will be gone. Now they don't have a mother and father. And his children will grow up without a father. He may not be an honorable man, but those kids still need a father. He's got a home. They're living in a home. They have a home, and your family has a home. There's a better way to do this. If you love your children, you love your loved ones, don't do it. Don't do it this way. Don't let evil win like this. They didn't know he was my next door neighbor. I've saved a lot of lives like that. A lot. A lot of end lives. Now, let me tell you, Yeah. So much I've done for this town. So much I've done. So much I've done. And all they ever do is sit there and tell people, well, yeah, I would do things, and they don't want to pay me. So they sit there and they tell people lies about me. So they'll come after me and they'll go, yeah, see, I don't have to pay you. But they'll hand me their bill, and if I don't pay them, they're gonna haul me in jail. They're gonna cut this off. They're gonna do this, that, yeah. I get people coming in doing all kinds of things to me. I ain't done nothing wrong because I know God's laws. I know the spiritual laws. I know the spiritual laws not only because I grew up, I knew them when I was born. You don't have to tell me about this other realm that we can't see. A child that's born can tell you they already believe in it. They already know it exists. They can tell you about it. Yes, it exists. I spent 14 minutes when I died in October 1992. I was murdered. A doctor murdered me. That's why they want me dead anyway. Even more. There's a whole bunch of them out there. There's a whole bunch of them out there like this. So we get my mom out of here. My uncle says that he'll get my truck running for me. What? Yeah. We'll get your truck running for you. This I've been waiting on. I've had people want to buy it. No. You don't understand what that truck means to me. They want to buy it. And this is what they do. This is what evil does. It just loves to keep taking. And when you are a good person, they hate you. Oh, they hate you. They do evil. And if you know about it, oh wow, they hate you. They're not going to correct their ways. No. They're not going to correct their ways. No. They're going to go after you. You know about it. You don't have to broadcast anybody. Just that if you know about it. You don't become like them. You're not slithering on the ground like them. They're going to pull you down. They're going to show you just how many they have. They're going to show you. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. And yet you men can't even sit there and protect your own children. You can't protect the children that are in this town. You can't even get your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle who works on the police department. You can't get them weather on weather gear, so when they're out there in the blizzards, they're out there in the rain, that they have this protection on, because when they work, they're outside, especially accidents. They're out there for hours and hours. They're standing out there in the blizzards, pouring rain, the ice. You won't even get them. You won't get them weather gear. So while they're on their job, that they will be protected from the elements while they're helping, rescuing, saving lives. You won't do that. You come to me for that. You come to me. You built this $4 million medical center, and you come to me to find out who and how they're creating these lawsuits that they can't win. Oh, yeah, I got jumped. I had 4 broken bones in my foot. Paramedics took me to the hospital. Radiologist said nothing. I had perfect normal foot. ER doctor, perfect normal foot. Ain't going to treat me. Nurses didn't try to help me. Nothing. I had to hobble out of there. They wouldn't let me use the phone. They wouldn't call any of my emergency contacts. Nothing. I had to hobble over to the Carl Juniors, find a ride home. I go to a podiatrist, takes pictures. x-rays. We sit there together. I've known him for many years. This was in April 2011. Yeah. So I meet with Don Reitman. He tells me he got an independent radiologist. Says, yep, busted up foot. Yep, busted up foot. I lay out the x-rays and the report from the podiatrist to the doctors there that contracted with the hospital. There you go. MRI, x-ray machines, when they bought those in 2009, that was a Cadillac of x-ray imaging modalities. You couldn't get any better than that. There ain't no excuse for anything being missed, but people here in this town are getting maimed, ended up dead, being denied medical care. So Don says that there is a federal medical corporation buying up rural hospitals. Oh? Well, how do we know who's, he says, how do we know who's, I told him, I said, well, Don, they'll want this hospital more than they want any of these older rural hospitals. Well, how do we know who's involved in doing this? Well, who are these doctors contracted through? He looks it up. Well, Integris. He says, well, that's a medical corporation that's buying up hospitals. Oh, yeah, they are. Well, I'm to be paid. They're supposed to give me a check, supposed to pay me. I just come back the following week. Been 4 days away. I was to come back and I'd have a check. Don Eichmann isn't there no more. He's gone. They don't owe me a dime now. Not a dime. I never got that broken bones fixed. I had to buy my own walking boot. I had to do my own treatment. That's the way it's been. They get to every doctor that I go to. They get to every doctor that I go to. I got a tumor. I got tumors everywhere. I don't get to go to any doctors. But let's get up here now. Let's get back. Let's get up here. He's going to fix my truck. All right. So I contact P&M Model. They're just a couple blocks up here. They come and look at it, and well, it's going to be a few $100, maybe about $1,000. But they'll get it running. They're going to be here on the 15th, March 15th. On a Monday. That's when they'll have a place open. They can start on it. Towed her up there. But Tuesday night I go by. I'm coming back in from out of town. And I take this one entrance in Elk City that I generally don't take, but I take it this time. It goes right by P&M Model. I see my truck is sitting right at the entrance with the back end right at the entrance. Why is my truck sitting right there? People go in and out and they have to back in because right there's an office. Why would you have that sitting right there? It's supposed to be in the shop to begin with. Why is my truck sitting right there? Well, I had a feeling about something. This even felt even more off, so I'm going to check into it. So I sit there, no, door's unlocked. My door's unlocked. There are parts that I put in that front that are to be replaced, be put on that truck. Expensive. Keys are in the ignition. The keys that are in the ignition is the keys to my toolbox. The one that sits in the back. The keys to my toolbox. I used to be an auto mechanic. I used to be an auto body tech. Keys to my toolbox. My toolbox isn't so full anymore. So now, next day I go up and I make a different set for him. All this. Class, everything here. I made it all up. Because I took my keys with me. So I take it up there and I hand them to him here. I tell him, I said, about finding my keys in the ignition with the toolbox key on that ring. So then I wait another, that was Wednesday. Friday comes along. My truck's still sitting in the entranceway. I call up there, Mac, where's my truck? Oh, it's here. I said, yeah. Where's my truck, Mac? Well, it's here. It's sitting here. I said, yeah. Where's my truck, Mac? All right. We'll get it moved up into the shop. We'll get it moved up here, more inside. Thank you, Mac. Saturday morning, I go up there. Yeah, my truck is pulled up in there. And I want to find out when we're going to start working on it, because all of a sudden now, here's all these cars. Now they're ahead of me. Why isn't my truck here? It is Saturday. This Saturday morning. Why is it in there? I want to find out when you gonna start on it, because I've got an uncle who's paying for this. He's asking me questions. He wants to know. I didn't tell him that. I want to know, when are you gonna start working on this? I need to tell him. So when are we gonna start working? Well, the guy gets on there. Yeah. Well, we're trying to move into a new building, and we got all these vehicles. Well, when you get in, start into it, you just find out, well, there's more to do. And I know it was a fake phone call. I knew it was a fake phone call. And I was wanted to do a video on it, on all the progression of this thing being restored back to being, I can drive it. So, okay, that's it. All right, right there. It's at a point that I know I don't trust them. I doubt they're going to work on it. If they do work on it, I don't trust them. Their behavior has told me, they're going to act like that. If they're going to act like that and treat me like that, I don't want them working on it. They're not worthy to work on my truck. No, you don't. No, you don't. So I call tow truck service. When it's drizzling, rainy, out. I got a garage I'm going to have it taken to. Find out what all needs to be done. See about it getting it fixed. So I called the tow truck. I go in there into the office, and it's just a small office. There's a counter, and then right behind it is a wall. It's got a big open window. You can see right into where all the computer's office area is. And it's got a door to it. And then there's the wall on the left-hand side. And right there, where the counter is the door that goes into the shop. I see between the door and that window behind the counter are where they put the keys, customers' keys at. So I walk over. I'm looking for the keys. Easy to see. Not there. Looking. And I look out the door in the shop, and I see this female, and I recognize her. She's sitting in there when I when I came in Wednesday. I opened that door and I said, I'm looking for my keys. Can you find my keys for me? She comes in, she's looking, and she can't find them. Well, I step out and I'm looking for Mac. And these guys are standing, they got a vehicle up on the lift, and they're all standing there. So I can't get out. If I wanted to walk out the shop door or the garage door, it's blocked. We got these 5 guys there. And there's one, he stands about 5'5". Looks like he's about 18 years of age. He's wearing a black t-shirt. And I said, do any of y'all work here? And then He sits there and kind of turns around and goes, yeah, see, PMN Auto, dark red lettering. Okay, I said, well, I'm looking for my keys to my truck. And these guys start going, he's had COVID. He's had COVID. Yeah, he's had COVID. You want COVID? You want COVID? What the hell? Oh, he hasn't had COVID just once. He's had it twice. You want COVID? You want COVID? What in the world? What in the world? And they're pushing towards me. You want COVID? You want COVID? What is wrong with these people? What the hell? What is wrong with these people? Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like that? What the hell's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What in the world makes you think that that's okay behavior? Why would you ever treat a customer like that? Why would you treat a customer like that? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I back up, I go inside. And here they come in. We're the one mechanic. He's the one that's worked on our vehicles before. He comes in there and I said, he goes, what are you coming here yelling for? So I'm not yelling. I didn't say anything. I was only thinking that. I didn't say it. But I'm just sitting here looking for my keys, right? I gave you all my keys. You didn't give them to me. Here they are. Here they are pushing more towards me. I said, I gave them to Mac. I gave them to Mac. I said, I just want my keys. Just give me my keys. Here they are, carrying on. Hey, you're here. Yeah, they're carrying on. No, I'm not yelling carrying on. He has COVID. Yeah, you already said it. Mac walks in. I said, Mac, I just want the keys to my truck. I just want them. Well, he turns to that mechanic that I've been conversing. They come out here. One tell me I'm in there yelling. No, I'm not yelling. I want the heck out of there. They whisper to each other, and so he goes out. He's walking out to the truck. They put the keys in the truck. So I get in the car, and I'm driving because it's raining out. Hands me the keys. Okay, so I'm sitting there waiting. Tow truck comes, and I told him, I said, I want the one with the sled on it. And so the guy gets it, and it's $80, and I give him $90. And I tell him, you do not say where you picked this truck up from. Okay. $80 there. There's $80 to pay for the tow, $10 extra. That's your tip. You don't say anything. Okay, sure thing. Well, I sit there. It's at the Chevy house. And there I'm getting phone calls. Dumb questions. But what is on the odometer? We'll go out there and look. What's on the odometer is how many miles that's on the odometer. Okay, hangs up. Oh, what is it that you want? I already went through all this. I already went through all that. And so I know what's going on. I'm going to tell you what happened now. Okay? They had it for 3 days. And I had some brothers that had lent me a hand. Give them a call. Or what y'all doing with their, where things are at with her truck. So I have to give them a call. $7,600. Everything on the truck is leaking, including the belts. The tires are leaking water. Too much air in the cab. We got to replace the blinker fluid, for the lights. Otherwise, the blinkers won't work right. $7,600. Now let me tell you about Danny. His wife, she has loved ones who have arthritis that is locking them down. In 1998, I figured out how to make glucosamine chondroitin. If you take it like I say, come that third morning, doesn't matter their age, and it doesn't matter that they've been bedridden over arthritis, they're up and going. They're up and going. And they're going from there on out. I've even had people that were scheduled, a 27-year-old scheduled for a double knee replacement. And this is here in Oklahoma. Right here, Western Oklahoma, right here. Going in for a double knee replacement in 6 weeks' time. You're too young for that. You don't know what they're going to be doing to you. You don't understand that the kind of pain that you're going to be in. And you don't understand how many times that you're going to have those replacements done. You're too young. They ain't telling you, do this. You got 6 weeks. Give me 3 days. Really, just 2. Everybody's right, because that third morning you wake up and it's a whole new world for you. It's like it is a miracle. That's exactly what she said. It's like a miracle. Never thought my knees would ever feel this good again. They canceled the surgery. Doctor is telling other patients, yeah, that doctor is doing very well, very well. I get the acknowledgement that she is able to walk and take care of her children. She's able to go do things with her family. She's not having to go through the harassment of doctors, drug seeker and drug addict and this and that, hypochondriac, and I just saved her from a life of pure hell. Ask anybody who has chronic pain. I do this. See, I've done this for. It's going to cost me $7,600. And I told him, said, well, that's quite a bit of difference from the other place. He goes, oh, P&M Auto? You know that P&M? Oh, so you know this is where the truck came from? Yep. How do you know that? Auto truck driver told me. Really? Yep. Okay. Auto truck. Go get my truck. Bring it back home to me. Because first I got to have it back home. I got to have it back home before I sit here and I tell everybody what they're doing to me. You know, at the time of the pedophile case, oh, the false arrest, broken nose, torn up shoulder. Oh, yeah, you know. Yeah. I was driving my truck when I got a public intox charge. I'm allergic to alcohol. I requested a breathalyzer, blood alcohol test. I could pay for it. Law says if I can pay for it right then, cash, can't be denied it. Well, they're hitting me with a PI while I'm driving my truck. Change the dates because the report said, because there was a noble officer, he said that they parked my truck for me. When the other one arrested me, I wanted a hearing trial. It was set for a date at the end of the month, first Saturday of the month. My mom calls me and tells me there's a warrant out for my arrest. Well, what for? failure to appear in court. Oh, really? They changed the date. Didn't let me know about it, so now they got it in the newspaper. Here, oh yeah, yeah, she's there. She's a problem. Yeah, she's a problem. Yeah, she's not honorable. She didn't show up for her court date. Well, yeah, funny how that court date changed. Didn't get to my attorney nor me. And funny how all the other times of the false arrests, what you guys like to do. Oh yeah, your ticket was in the mail. Oh, the ticket was in the mail, huh? While they're sitting there, I'm able to scratch the back of my head real easy, being slammed up against a car. Him wanting to try to, I can get the keys out of your car for you. It's in the driveway. They followed me home. It's in my driveway. Oh, I can get the keys, secure your car for you. It's in the driveway. Oh, but I can get your keys. You're not allowed to go near that car. Don't you dare go near it, my mom. I was just returning from getting my cat from the vet. My mom, she comes, I honked the horn while this officer is there, and she comes out and gets the cat, puts it in here. I guess she's getting dressed, and he's slamming me up against the car, reaching my hand clear back. He tore the shoulder up, tore it up. They're wanting to do surgery on it. No, 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 no. So now, I'm do the right thing. Do the right thing. Be a good person. Be a good person. Help people. Help people. Heal people. That's exactly what I told God and Christ. And they wanted to send me back here. I said, don't you do it. You know what they'll do to me. You know what they'll do to me. They ain't ready for this. And please don't send me back to Elk City. I was 16 years old. Man, I had a bad feeling. It's my junior year here, and I had such a bad, foreboding feeling about this place. I did everything I could to never be here. I even hated just having to drive through Oklahoma to get to where I'm going. And I love my mama, my pampa, and I wouldn't stay the night. I'd come here long enough to visit during the day, and I'd back out. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to be here because I knew there's something very, very bad, very, very bad, and I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't send me. Don't you send me. Don't you send me. Oh no. Oh no. Guess where I got sent to? That bad feeling that I had. How is it that I could do so much for a town? How can I do so much for this big of a town. It's got so much money. They don't ever pay me for the jobs that I do. But they're in trouble. They're gonna, boy, we're fixing to lose this. We're fixing to lose this. I got a loved one. Yeah, I sat there and gave her the Whitney Smith. Yeah, there you go, Whitney. There, you'll be able to get your loved one back. Here, do I do that? Yeah, no, yeah, there you go. I sat there and I wrote it out. She said, tell me more. What's going on with this one? Okay. All right, follow this. Okay. Sat here and kept me for the long. I was so tired by the time I got done. I was so tired by the time I got done giving her all that medical knowledge that got her and her loved ones well. And I take my truck to their garage, and what do? $7,600 to fix your truck and get it on the road. $7,600. And this place owes me millions. Can't get it though. Gotta have a righteous judge. Gotta have a righteous judge. When I filed a lawsuit, get my money. I want my money. I don't work for free. They don't work for free. They hand me a bill and tell me, oh, there's a service you got. You got to pay for it. Well, here's mine. How come I'm not getting paid for it? Here's what they done. Here's the injury I sustained doing this work for them. I will never, ever, ever get my left foot back the way it was before the case. There's damage done to it. I can't run on it. I'm sitting here. I'm in there at their ER. There ain't nothing being done for it. I'm in there in a cardiac arrest. I'm right there. It's fixing to go. They ain't gonna do anything. Took me out there by ambulance. Nope. I cannot. I'm blackballed with Integris. There's not one Integris doctor, not one Integris hospital I can go to because I saved their friggin' hospital from that takeover. I did it. They didn't have to pay me and pay me a dime and pay me nothing. These doctors who sat there and caused this disability, I'm going after them. It's not even after anybody here. I'm going after them. What happens? I go down to file at Beckham County in Sarah, Oklahoma. I have to get the sheriff's department because they don't know how to file a suit. Oh no, I gotta go over to the sheriff's department. If I'm gonna have them served, I'm gonna get the suit. I gotta go over to the sheriff's department. I just called them. I went over there. I said, "Listen, I got a problem over there, and here's what they're doing." They go, "You go over there. You tell them file it. And if they don't do it, you give us a call." Thank you. Thank you. That's how I got it filed. Now then, when it came time for the case, because I couldn't keep an attorney. Imagine that. But I did the legal work on it. I got it filed. That gives me enough time now that I can see if I can find an attorney that can't get bought, can't get paid for. And see if I can get someplace where that I can get a judge. It's an honorable judge. Let me see if I can do that. Give me time. Well, I get the time of the court. My mother and I go up there, and I get this feeling something isn't right. I'm there. It's at 1:30. At 1:30, so I go in there, and I asked the court clerk, I said, when is my case being heard? She goes, well, you need to be in there right now. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I thought. All right. Well, I go in there, Judge Hunt tells me that he dismissed the case. It was at 9 o'clock that morning. That lawsuit was not just for me to get paid. I was also doing what certain commissioners directed me to do because we were going to be able to get Elk Cityans into a class action suit and get them reimbursed for what these people did to their loved ones. And we were going to make this into a county hospital where that they can get free services because county hospital is free medicine. And you put a clinic onto a county hospital, that's you'll see doctors and get your medicine for free. Okay. So there's not one righteous person. I feel like Lot. I feel like Lot. That's how I feel. I feel like Lot. If there be but one, if there be 12, oh God. No. Nobody in the police department ever stood up for those kids. Stood up for me. Nobody in the judges stood up for me. No, no. Nobody in the churches stood up for me. No, no. Nobody in the community stood up for me. No, no. They came after me. Yeah. Took my homes. Always took my homes. Come on my property. Come on my home and tear things up. Destroy things. I'm probably going to have my truck vandalized. They'll be doing it. My vehicles, things. I've already had people coming and pounding on my house. I go out there, look. Nobody's there. Of course not. Well, okay. By the third time I go out there, I don't have to be there right there in the physical to hurt them. So I'm done with this, folks. Now y'all know. So they're wanting me dead. I'm here all by myself. I'm all by myself. And they're going to do everything they can to take my home, take my truck, take everything. They're killing me and they know it. Of course they do. They're going to be watching this video, all my videos, and just laughing and sharing, having a good time. Having a good time. You tell me why in the world that you got grown men acting like this. I said that this was a time that if there were good Christian people in this town right now with my truck sitting to be worked on, we will find out if there is. I tell you this, you know, I have heard people see on video where they talk about this, that they can make you hate. They can make you hate God. They can make you hate. They can make you hate people. And they're right. They can torture you to a point where you will get to that. You will reach it. Especially if you're somebody like me who has given the world so much, done so much. And especially that so much to a community, because look it up online. Look up Great Plains Regional Hospital, Elk City, Oklahoma. Look up all the businesses here. Look it up. Look it up. I guess stop. So here we go. Folks, I'm telling you that you're looking at a dead woman. You're looking at a higher being that has been, I'll tell you what, Christ didn't Christ didn't go through anything really. 33 years of age, he got out early. He got out well. He didn't suffer like this. He wasn't put through this kind of torture where they'll sit there and they'll cut you open, do illegal things, and have, now I got what that legal surgery that they did to me, that object is now coming out my abdominal wall. It's come through it. It's coming out. Where they sit there and they cut you open, do all kinds of things and shove it back in there, make you heal up, and then they'll do more to you. That one ordeal, oh, that he was beat and then he was put up on the cross, died, that's a walk in the park compared to what they do, what they can do and they do, what they have been doing. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Come, Christ, because that's what I said to him. I don't care. That's if you want to come down here and you want to be crucified for whatever beliefs you got, fine. That's you. That ain't me. That's not what I was created for. That's not why I am here. Oh, but that's what you're going to send me back here for. Great. Not only do they hate righteous, good people, but even more, they hate women to start off with. Women aren't nothing but slaves to them. They're workhorses. They're to be workhorses. They're nothing. Read your Bible. Your Bible would tell you. If I knew that that's the mentality of what men were, that I was being raised up in, I would have not have ever been in a church. You couldn't get me to go to a church. Now I understand. Now I understand a lot of things. A lot of things. And I understand why they are the way they are. Here, don't you send me. Don't you send me back there with these abilities. Don't you send me back there. Don't you send me to that town. They hate women. They hate women. They they wouldn't accept what Jesus came for. You think they're going to listen to me? No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they won't. No, they won't. They will come after me worse than they ever went after Christ. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want a life to where all I know is the cruelty of men, and that there are females who sit there and they betray us women. I don't know what it is like. I don't know if I can even remember, except one, what it was like to have a pair of man's arms lovingly securely to wrap around me and hold me. I don't know that. All I know is the ones who come after me want to hurt me. That's all I know. That's all I know. How they beat on me, brutalized me. I can't. How can one place be this evil? You got all these churches. You got all these churches and all these Bibles. How can any place be this evil? How can it be? All I want is my truck fixed, and I want to leave. I want to just leave. Just let me leave. That's all I want. That's all I want is my truck running. I can put my suitcases in that truck, grab my 2 pets, and I'm out of here. I don't care what happens with this place. I don't care. I just want my truck. That's all I want. All I want is my truck. That's all I want. That's all I want. Just let me go. Just release me from this town. Get me out of here. God, get me out of here. I want out of here. I want out of here. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. Are you happy? Hi, Elk City, Sarah, Clinton, Weatherford. Are you happy? Look at your handiwork. Huh? Look at your handiwork. Are you all happy? Are you all proud? Look at what you guys do. Hey, you want God and the angels and them to help you? You want them to have mercy on you? You want to sit there and beg God to help? You got to love it or save my business? But look at what you did. Look what you did to one that he sent in here that was answering your prayers. Look what you did to her. And you what? You want God to send somebody else? You want God to answer your prayers? Right to luck, folks. Lots of luck. As I said, they can do this to me. Uh, you all don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance because you don't even know how to use your soul abilities. The reason why I'm still alive is because I know how to use them. But I got a whole bunch of people with advanced technologies. They want me gone, but they won't let me leave. Isn't that something? That's that mentality. So here you go, folks. Here you go. If there is any Christians in Elk City, Sayre, Clinton, Weatherford, but I'm going to do it right here in Elk City. If there are any Christians, any real, true Christians, if there are any real, true Christian pastors, if there are any real Christians in Elk City, then the next video that I make is one where my truck has been restored, my cars have been restored, my house is either restored or better yet, paid for. More than anything, restore my truck, pay me the money that is owed, and I'm out of here. If there are any real Christians, the next video that you'll hear from me on this subject is that my truck has been restored. It has everything restored to it. It's tagged out. I have my license. I have my title back from the one who stole it from me. How about I even get my Winchester and my Smith & Wesson back, Jim LaFarlette? I get my truck completely restored how I want it. I have the money that's owed to me, and I'm out of here. If there is any true goodness in this town, any real Christians, if there be them, then the next video on this subject from me, you'll be hearing me going, they made it right with me, and I'm leaving. And now things will go well for this town. But if it doesn't, you guys will hear in the news what happens, and you will understand why God did what he did. So here it is. And I'm leaving it at this and let you see the reality of this situation, the way it's been. You know what? Maybe I'll find that other person, and me and that other person is going to be the one that they're going to kill. And we're going to lay in that street for several days. They're going to have us on TV. And the world is going to see us, and then we're going to rise back up. We were dead, but now we rose back up. Because I could fit that martyr very well. I could fit that prophecy very well. Good luck to you all. Good luck to you all. Be careful. Be careful who you help. These days and time, you be very careful who you help. And don't let them sit there and tell you that, well, good luck to you all.